You're all welcome back into the studio. It's time for What's Up and About. Well, Winfrey's ready with her coffee. Where's yours, Mike? No coffee for you. You stop drinking coffee.
You don't be coffee with that.
No.
So I've
We had a joke about this morning. Mike, some things might just fall off if you take that. I don't know what she mixes in there, but it's real strong. I can smell it.
It was the aroma that I heard that
You heard it. Wow, your
strong.
senses are
It
keen.
was that strong, you know. It was that strong. I'm able to hold back. So I heard the aroma.
In any case. All right, guys, what are we talking about? Okay, so there's this unfortunate news that hit social media about 2 or 3 days ago of this man who put up a video on Facebook where he told that was going to be his final or last video ever, and he proceeded to actually consume what I think was poison, and he passed away a couple of days ago. And it's been all over social media. It's what led up until him deciding to take his own life that's actually very troubling. Apparently, he had borrowed a sum of 2.5 million, which he used for betting, lost the money, and then he decided to kill himself. Many people are like, oh, this is the results of betting and so and so and so. But I like to say this, and I'm glad we're having our book review with the individual that wrote that book, Men Should Talk. Or
Dear Men, We Need to Talk.
Dear Men, We Need to Talk. As unfortunate as it is, I like to think that there are instances leading up until that decision. And perhaps maybe somewhere there it could have been arrested, if you know what I mean. Losing 2.5 million may not have been it might have been the straw that broke the camel's back, but I would like to think that kind of a decision came from much more than just that. I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys think so.
Yes, this story is online. I know people are talking according to online reports. I've not yet seen an official police statement. So, because there's one thing I know, and there's one thing I know that a number of people have tried to dissuade people from betting by putting up stories like this. A number of them are true. We've seen it. We know the ill effects of betting and gambling, as it were. And then some others cannot be confirmed. But this is what I have to say about everything. Number one, betting should be recreational. Now, you see, even when you talk about stuff like marijuana, you see the warning. It's over 18, and then you're told that, look, you're liable to die young. It's liable.
Even smoking.
Yeah, so now the thing with this is you have to understand, they always tell you bet responsibly and always bet what you can afford to lose.
Yeah, so
that's the thing that everybody should understand. And yes, some people have got into crazy. I know people that have been told, and I've seen people that got into millions of debt, and their family had to come in to try to get them out of it. It can be hard when you are addicted to it.
It is an addiction.
Yes, some people can't. I would say that recreationally, some people are also addicted to it in some ways. You know, you could, but to everybody, it's a warning out there. Always bet what you can afford to lose.
So now that's the thing, right? As much as, yes, you say, it's just the same way as you said, right? The smokers are liable to die young, drink responsibly, right? Bet what you can afford to lose. But then there are certain things and certain instances where it's not even a matter of certain things. Generally, these things, all these things that some people refer to as vices, exactly, can be addictive. When you know, this last time, I can afford to lose 1,000. I bet 1,000. I got what is reasonable? Let's say 50K. Even if you want to bet responsibly,
why you ask me? Why you asking?
I don't know anything about betting.
Conscience pricking you?
Hey, Winfrey, thank you. Thank you, Winfrey.
No, I'm just saying, right? These things can be addictive. And it's funny because yesterday as well, I think I saw that story. I scrolled past it. I slid it. I went I slid to the next slide.
Okay.
This is the next slide. Then I scrolled past it.
You're trying to rhyme now.
Then later on in the evening, I actually heard a story of a guy that said he was talking about how he overcame certain addictions. And he spoke about betting and how he actually bet his first 1 million naira he worked very hard for.
Wow.
After making that money, he said,
I'm betting with
the
this.
first thing that came to his mind was betting and everything. And then he went, and that's because he actually had some major positive gains in the past. So he put the whole thing inside. He said he almost committed suicide. Lucky for him, he had a sister when he told her about how he was feeling and how he's thinking about committing, he told her her about what he wanted to take to commit. She told him to put it in the fridge, let it be cold, so that at least he will enjoy the last moments before,
What?
And so it's just so he had to. And then again, after, not too far away, he spoke about how he lost about 2 or 3 times that amount of money. Even after that experience.
Wow.
Because something in your head will just tell you that.
Wow.
So that's the thing, the addiction of it all.
Yeah.
What is an addiction? People actually don't know when they fall into an addiction, but I'll tell you it's very simple. Once anything, and it could be like this coffee, anything at all,
It's not coffee,
once it
right,
begins to affect your relationship with other people, or, especially relationships, that's an addiction. If Winfrey decides that this coffee, I must take it every day, and if I don't have it, Mazino will not rest, or I'm going to be, that's an addiction.
That's one way.
Or if I believe that
That's
I
one
won't
way
perform
that I
properly without having it.
Yeah, well,
So
then there's that as well.
So the thing now is this, and I would normally tell people, like, in these situations, people will say, oh, don't bet. Yes, you can give that as an advice. But that's why when you hear something like bet responsibly, some people, it might not be something some people might not be able to do it.
Do you think betting companies owe us any responsibility when it comes to the limits that
They didn't put a
They
gun
put
to your
all
head now.
disclaimers.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They
They
put
didn't put
it
any
just
guns
the
to your
same way.
head.
They
You
put
can't-
disclaimers.
perhaps
And there's
can't.
a reason why it's a multi-million naira,
Billion.
billion
Yeah.
naira industry. There's a reason there. And that's why, it's just
the
like, what I want
accumulated
to.
losses of people that...
Yeah, so another thing
And
is
then
also,
you cannot. This one is so I wouldn't say don't bet. You cannot. It's stupid on every level. Don't borrow to bet.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't use your house rent.
So for that one, there's a lot. That is the one I would say don't borrow. Because according to the story, they said he had 1.2 and then he went to get 1.3 and added and all of that and all that. And then some people who go to loan apps, loan sharks and all of that,
Yes,
and then borrow to bet.
because in the end, they're being hopeful. But then again, betting is even one thing. But now in these days, we're seeing things like crypto. We're seeing things like, do you understand? All this.
Yeah.
So
If you
it's-
don't understand,
If you don't
I have
understand
said
it-
I've said it enough. It's the same. Crypto made a lot of millionaires and even billionaires.
Yes,
And
but-
now what we see is that a number of them are even going to jail.
Yeah, true.
Some of the bigger are even going to jail. If you don't understand, it's not by force. Yes, it's tech. You want to feel like you get sense. But if you don't understand, crypto has done a lot. And I'm not saying that it's not for me, it's not negative or positive. It's about if you don't understand it,
Yes.
it's like, it's
Even
even
when-
worse than gambling.
Even when all the schemes come up, for instance, when we had the popular MMM, I know the stories I heard after the thing crashed. People that actually went to pull out money from their major projects, borrowed money from people,
Yeah.
and then went into depression. Like, it was crazy. So I think it's just wild. Then again, another thing I want to talk about and touch on is the fact that a lot of people are saying it's 2.5. Why will he do that? You really don't know where people are at,
Yeah.
especially now in the economy. It might not seem like big money to you,
Yeah.
but then again, with someone else, it can literally be what,
Yeah.
I mean, it might be
Wait,
like
there's someone that is
a
small
lot.
money.
Oh, seriously, some people are like, it's 2.5 now. It's not-
You're talking
Real quick,
2.5, nothing.
Real quick, guys, on the subject of crypto, yesterday it was brought to my attention that there was a story that was running on some Phantom page that used a couple of interesting known brands to describe a story between myself and Frank Adoho. Now, this story is very, very, very misleading. It is not true, and its basis is on crypto. They were trying to sell their crypto market or crypto scheme, and they were using a story from Wake Up Nigeria to boost it. So please, if you come across that, it's a scam. Please make sure that you do not fall prey to that. It's very, very deceitful. And if you really look at it critically, you'd know it was written with ChatGPT. So yeah, just a warning there. My name is in there, and that's why I'm bringing that to your notes. So just be alert. Be at alert. And that's it. That's it for What's Up and About. What do you think? We're live on X right now. So if you have an opinion, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC on X, and we'll read your messages and maybe also talk about it when we get back. Stay tuned.
Of course. Thank you.